guys, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please press the like button. If you like them even more, please subscribe. And welcome everyone. Alexa, what's the time please?
It's 8:22 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today? Alexa, what's the date today?
It's Sunday the 6th of November.
Do you know she just whispered there? Can you say it again? Alexa, what's the weather like in Rochester?
Right now in Rochester, England, it's 13 degrees Celsius with showers. Today's forecast has rainy weather, with a high of 13 degrees and a low of 9 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke, please?
What do you call a hobbit wearing a gold chain? Lord of the Blings.
Lord of the Blings. Right, guys, so I didn't do much videoing yesterday. The weather was pretty abysmal, raining, cold, and in that sort of weather, it exacerbates my pain. It makes my pain feel worse. So yesterday afternoon and evening I tried to take it easy. The damp, cold conditions make pain worse. I wasn't able to do any videos yesterday. I just felt unable after the last video. I think it was yesterday morning. I just didn't feel like I could do any more. And that's what happens in this weather. It's damp, it's dreary, it's cold, and it does make pain worse. So what happened was my son rang me up on WhatsApp yesterday afternoon to tell me that he would see me after 3 p.m. So I took Max out for a walk in the afternoon. I managed to do that through the rain. I had my welly boots on. It was spitting on and off. I had my umbrella and my beanie hat on over my head and over my ears because loud noises and the wind, once they get into my ear, it just starts the pain off. At that point I didn't feel too bad. I came back after walking Max and I was actually watching Rainbow, old episodes of Rainbow on my Alexa Echo show here. I was watching children's programs from when I was a child because I'd been talking to somebody about the old music of days gone by, and it reminded me of the old children's programs on. So I put Rainbow on, I put Sooty and Sweep, and it was funny because I was just sitting down relaxing and watching that. Later on in the evening, getting towards 5 o'clock, my son rang the phone again and he said he was outside the co-op. Could I go up and meet him? So I walked up to the co-op. I didn't put my hat on, I forgot to put my hat on. And I went into the co-op. I needed some mineral water that I'd forgot in the morning. So I got some Nestle Pure Life water and I was carrying that about, and then I took it into Costa Coffee and I sat down in Costa Coffee with my son. My son asked me what I would like. I said a gingerbread latte, and I had a gingerbread latte with full cream and yellow sprinkles and a gingerbread man stuck in it. So the coffee was absolutely perfect. It was absolutely perfect. Couldn't fault it. Very nice. I sat down until Costa's was about to shut with my son, and no customers walked in. There was not one customer in there, so it was completely empty from around 5 till 6. For a whole hour, there was only me and my son sat down by the window. No other customers came in. So we just so that we had a coffee, we had a chat. It was nice and warm in there. Female staff, 2 women, a long black-haired lady, and the lady that likes to chat to my son, she was in there. And then walked out of there and went back into the co-op, where I got a scratch card and I never won anything on it. And I got a couple of cupcakes to eat with my tea or coffee. And then we went to the railway station together because my son was trying to get the train to go back home. So we were going to have another coffee in the railway station, but the shop had shut. It was shut, so we couldn't get any snacks, no pasties or anything like that, or savouries, because the shop was shut. And my son said to me, would you like another coffee? He said, I'll wait here. So I went to the co-op, and the machine was it just had black Americanos on it again. Black Americanos, which is a very strong coffee, with no milk in it. So I went back to my son and I told him, I said, there's the coffee machine's it's run out of milk by the look of it. He said, well, go back, get 2 Americanos and get a pint of milk. And he said, we'll put the milk in that way. He said, did you ask the staff to fix the machine? I said, no, it takes ages, doesn't it? I said, by the time they've made the coffee, your train will be due. So this often happens in the co-op. It runs out of machine, the milk runs out of the machine, and it's just left until a member of staff sorts it out, and that could be ages. So I went back, got the coffees, got the milk, and took it back to my son, and we drank those, but it tasted to me like strong gravy. I drank it, I added sugar, I added milk, drank it, but it just tasted like gravy. It didn't taste very nice at all, but I drank it. We tried to put the Euro Millions on, and guess what? The lotto machine was down. So my son and I wanted to put a lottery ticket on. That machine was down, and my son said, make sure you put it on for Tuesday, because those are good numbers. So the coffee machine was down, the lotto machine was down, there was more than 1 staff in there. So I don't know what was going on yesterday evening, but I couldn't put the lottery on, and the coffee was yuck. So the trains were delayed. I didn't go to any fireworks displays last night because the railway, although the trains were working, there were disruptions, and the trains were late, and I didn't want to travel by myself to Gillingham with all the fireworks that had started going off already. My son got the train getting on for 7 o'clock in the evening, so I wouldn't have made it to the fireworks anyway. His train was delayed, and he got on the train a lot later than it was due, and I would have missed the fireworks in Gillingham anyway had I gone by myself. So he went off. I carried the water downstairs, went to the loo ladies' toilet in the railway station. A member of railway staff asked my son what train he was getting on and told him what time it was. So there were 2 gentlemen railway staff asking people where they were going. Fireworks had started going off when I saw my son off on the train. There was fireworks going off everywhere. It was quite scary. Walked home, got into my flat, and of course you've got to take your dog for a walk with fireworks going off. He needed to go to the toilet. He was waiting by the door for me because he gets used to the time we go out together to take him for a walk. I took him out and I got deafened absolutely absolutely deafened, and I suffered for it last night. That's why I didn't do any videos. My ear, my eye, my head was just in agony, and my arm as well, my shoulder was killing me. That's what happens when I've got nerve damage, you see. So I was in so much pain last night, it was unbelievable, but I didn't scream, I didn't shout. Oh, and there was a man walked into the railway station with what looked like a plunger sticking out of his back pocket jean trousers. It looked like a plunger, a metal plunger, a big metal stick with a handle thing sticking out of his jean pockets in the railway station. Because my mother, Jennifer, I've always written in my diary that she used to stick things in her jean pockets when my father, Derek, was alive. She doesn't do it so much now. But they're sticking things out their jean pockets again. I'm not Jennifer, I'm Crystal. And it gets me down and I get pissed off, but I don't get cross. They can stick a banana tree out of their trousers. It's just pathetic. It's just like actors acting in a bad B movie. It really is. Really terrible. With the haircuts and the things sticking out of their trousers. And I'd had messages, oh, keep your hair short. I like short hair. Then people start walking down with hair right down their back. And it really doesn't bother me. I'm 54, I'm tired, I need a rest, it's getting on my nerves, and yeah, the pain started again. So, you know, being electrocuted like a dog with an electric collar around its neck, every time there's a loud noise, zap in the ear, zap in the teeth, that's all started again. And when I came back from walking Max on the field, there was a police car with its wing mirrors sticking out behind Ines flats opposite me. They're not my flats, but there was a police car right behind Ines flats with its wing mirrors sticking out, right? And of course, the police have done nothing to help me, Crystal, since 2008 down here and up in Gloucester as well. They've done nothing to help me. I've been imprisoned when I've called the police, and they've put me in a cell and not the perpetrator. And they've been pretending I'm mad and have got my mother's illness, madness, to not deal with situations properly. And I think I've proven it. I've been through hell and back lately, immense pain, and I haven't acted mad once or lost my temper. And when kids stamp on the floor, it doesn't bother me. Kids are kids, right? So you can wake me up at 6 o'clock. You can do what you did in 2020, 2021 and make as much racket as you want. You're not going to provoke me. You're not going to get any reaction from me whatsoever. So carry on doing it. I don't want to mention you. You're not worth it. I don't like you. You're a horrible person, and leave me alone. I also, yesterday afternoon when I was walking Max, found some earplugs on the floor. Noise Beater foam earplug model. My dad's been dead since 2021, Derek. And there they are. That's what I found on the field yesterday. I'd been talking to someone about noise, and they left me a pair of dirty earplugs on the floor. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to get on, have my coffee, and have one of my cupcakes, and I'll see you all later. Bye.